Welcome to week 15. I had Sunday off this week after my little triathlon, which nearly killed me. Physically didn't kill me, but the loss of salt or dehydration, whatever is going on there, that was the bit that nearly did me in. My body actually held up really well yesterday. I felt fine, no sore legs, no nothing after it. So once I get the salt and hydrolyte intake correct, I'm sure that I won't have any troubles with those things. So that was good. I was very happy that I feel like I might actually be able to complete the triathlon, which is great. I gotta say, the one thing it did really do was make me think, oh my god, how big is an Ironman? Yeah, anyway, like I said in that last video, that's tomorrow Shane's problem, but it has sort of stuck around in my mind. I do still have 40 odd weeks to train, so I'm not overly concerned, but it really did help me see some perspective on the size of what I'm about to take on. But anyway, this week will be a bit lighter because obviously I'm leading into a triathlon and I don't want to overtrain in the last week, so just be taking it a bit easier, not taking it too easy, but a bit easier. And yeah, this will be an interesting week anyway, so stay tuned and enjoy.
Welcome to my journey. We're going to take this and train it to compete in this. Yes, you heard right. This fat, unfit, middle-aged man is going to compete in the Cairns Ironman Triathlon 2024. That's a 3.8k swim, 180k bike ride, and a 42k run. Well, hopefully run. Starting 60 weeks out, you can follow me and see if I've got what it takes to make it all the way. Every week we'll have a new episode and you can see the highs and lows, all the tears, all the blood, all the sweat, and there'll be lots of sweat. I hope you join me and enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We'll see you soon. Oh, and make sure if you see me out on the trail, say hi, give me some encouragement or something like that.
Not sure if this will work, but I thought I could do some talking while I'm riding. So this week's going to be a pretty easy week. This morning's just a 20k ride, and tonight, I'm not sure what I'll do tonight. I actually thought I might do the 10k just as a last little tough one. See how that works, but we'll see. So just a quiet week. I think I'll have to I've decided that I'm going to put the triathlon as its own little special video, so this week's episode will just be sort of like normal, and then we'll have the special episode just for the Townsville Triathlon, because it's on a Sunday and I normally release the video on a Sunday morning, so I'm not magic, so we'll have to work our way around that one. But it's all good. So after this week will be interesting, because then we have to sort of rethink the plan, because the last few weeks have really been just focused in on the Townsville Triathlon and getting that part done. So now we have to look at the bigger picture after this weekend. I've prepared myself for the triathlon and I'm pretty confident I can finish it. And who knows, I might not even be last, but after that, then we have to readjust our focus. Have to set some new goals for what to do in the next couple of months. So haven't been having to think about that, but there's a couple of targets that I want to hit in the next 3 months. One of them is to be able to swim the entire length of the Ironman distance, so the 3.8 kilometers. I want to get to the point where I can swim that basically before Christmas would be fine. And I also want to be able to ride the full 180 kilometers before then. So that way, it's just a confidence thing for me, really, just to know that I can do it. Obviously, I'm not going to do it every weekend because that would kill me. But yeah, if I can get to the point where I know I can do those two things, I mean, the chances of me actually running the 42Ks, well, I've got a better chance of winning the lotto. But the other two, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do those, so we'll see how we go. But have to look at the training plan and the whole lot, and just have a rethink of the program. So, but that's all good. You sort of have to do that every couple of months anyway, especially when your time frame's so long like this. You can't got to keep changing things up a bit. It's a beautiful morning this morning. Really beautiful morning. A bit chilly, I have to say, for Townsville, but the air's a bit chilly. But have a look at that for a morning wake up. Can't really complain about that, can you?
Okay, so today, this week I should say, we are going to take a little trip down memory lane, back to when all of this craziness started, and have a look at how far we've come. It seems hard to fathom that I'm about to do an Olympic distance triathlon, and I'm confident that I can do it. So sit back and enjoy a little reminisce about the journey so far. That's the first YouTube recorded workout over. Many more of these to come. Is to keep myself accountable. If I put this out there in the public, much harder to go back on yourself. Can't just pretend that it doesn't matter or whatever. It's going to make a difference to making me be accountable to myself. Hopefully, it will also keep me honest. It's hard. One of the things that people don't think about, I guess in their general lives at all, is about being honest with themselves. So what have I learnt? What are my lessons from so far? Well, I think first and foremost, I can do it. I probably didn't let on back at the start about how concerned I was actually that I would just make a complete fool of myself. And really just, not be able to do any of it. That was always there in my mind, but now here I am about to do an Olympic distance triathlon. So that was the first thing. I can do it.
although as I said last week, I'm doing the Olympic distance. It's made me realise just how big an Ironman is. So fortunately I've got 40 something weeks to get that shit sorted. What else have I learned? Well, I've learned that it's not a race. Ironically, I'm competing in a race, but it's not a race. You can lose weight, you can get fitter, you just have to keep moving forward. There'll be setbacks, there will be issues, there will be, shit never goes in a straight line, does it? But you can, if you just keep being persistent, keep moving forward, you can do it. And it's really given me a lot of confidence. It's probably not the right word, but let's say confidence that I can do the Ironman, that I will get there, that I'll get my weight down to where I want. All of those things seem possible now. So yeah, it's pretty amazing really when I think about it. Question you have to ask yourself when you're doing these is why? What makes a rational person do this?
Monday morning after a swim, forgot my goddamn watch today, so I know I'm pretty sure I did at least 2 kilometers, probably a little bit more, but it's shockingly hard to keep track of your counting when you don't have my watch to count for you. So, but got through.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna do a bit of a run. But averaging about 8 minutes a kilometre, running, walking, so that's okay. Gives me somewhere to go, doesn't it? I can run 10Ks. 10Ks. 10. 10,000 meters. 3 months took me to go from run 200 meters to now I can run 10Ks. It's quite amazing. Yeah. And what am I grateful for? I am super grateful that I actually started this. I'm super grateful that I put that big, hairy, audacious goal out in front of me and then shared it with the world so that I could be accountable. I know I'm not there yet, but gee, I'm well on my way, and I'm super grateful that I did it, because now I'm not wishing that I had have, and that's a big thing. I'm super grateful for my family and all their support and understanding of my occasional grumpiness and sweatiness and tiredness, especially my wife. Thank you, darling. I couldn't do this without you. And I'm thankful for all the support that I've got from random strangers on YouTube. It's more amazing than you realise, so thank you. 29 minutes for first kilometre, which is very happy with. 45 minutes overall for the 1.5Ks, so, and it's feeling better every time I swim, so I'm happy about that. Well, somehow I got through 100Ks, so technically 99.5, but if anyone wants to argue with me, let me know. One of the amazing things for me is that all the positivity that comes from the support, from, like I said, from random strangers. I didn't really know what to expect when I put myself out on YouTube, but I can tell you that
the world isn't as horrible as people would want you to believe sometimes. So everyone who reaches out to me is super supportive, and it's really amazing. So I really hope that continues. A new PB on the first kilometre, 27 minutes. So I was pretty happy with that. I have new record for the bike today. 58 minutes for 30 kilometres. Actually ended up riding about 40, but it's been a big week of records. But I'm fucked. What would my message be to everyone so far? I mean, obviously I've got a long way to go, but I would just, if you're thinking about doing something about being overweight, being unfit, whatever it is, just start now. Don't wait. Don't let those excuses beat you. Get started today, right now. Well, in our data update this week, we're going to do a little bit of a recap as well, because I feel like, you know, someone very wise once told me that you need to celebrate as much as you can in life, because there'll always be plenty to knock you down. But today we are going to focus on the wins. 15 weeks in, or in the 15th week, we've got weights gone from 134 down to 123. My 5k run time's gone from 42 minutes down to 31.5 minutes. That seems amazing. And, you know, I can run 10Ks. My 30k ride time has gone from 75 minutes down to 59. That seems like a huge drop as well. And my 1k swim time has gone from 44 minutes down to 25.5 minutes. So really, you know, super happy with how everything is tracking in those numbers. And the exciting thing now moving forward is that I get to set some new targets for myself, where I want to be in terms of probably mostly in terms of the run and the swim, because the ride, I don't really need to get faster than, 60 minutes for 30 kilometers. I just need to go further. So I will start looking at, I might change my run numbers to the time for a 60k ride rather than a 30k ride, or a 90k ride. I don't know. I'll think about that this week, but super happy and excited with how far things have come so far, and can't wait to see what the next 15 weeks brings. It should be very, very exciting. Maybe I'll get to say I can run 20Ks after that time period, who knows. So, as I said, really excited this week to recap and look back on how far I've come in this process, and it's pretty amazing. So it's the end of week 15, the day before the Townsville Triathlon. It was blowing its guts out this morning, so hopefully tomorrow morning there is no wind and the conditions are perfect. It seems like a beautiful day now, so hopefully that continues on. I'm a bit nervous about tomorrow, mostly just because I've never done it before. I'm pretty confident I can do the distance, but basically the next day we'll bring out a video just of the Townsville Triathlon, and then we'll be back into the normal weekly routine. So make sure you stick around for that video. It should be interesting to say the least, and thanks for watching. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the Townsville Triathlon.